welcome. If you're new here, my name is Sally, and welcome back if you've been here before. This channel is all about quick Qigong exercises that you can do in 10 to 15 minutes to help release stress, boost your energy, and help your body heal. Today we are going to be doing a simple practice called Bodhisattva Qigong. A Bodhisattva is a soul that has agreed through a vow to continually come back lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime to be the bridge to all souls to release suffering. So until all souls are no longer suffering, the Bodhisattva is going to continue to come down to earth to be a bridge, a light, a path, a source of knowledge and information and guidance to those who may be lost in the path of suffering. We all know that suffering is something that a lot of people struggle with. We all suffer. The reason why we suffer, though, is because we get too attached to an outcome or too attached to a person. There's too much attachment to things, and then when they don't go our way, we suffer. We don't get what we want, we suffer. Life doesn't happen in the way we thought it would, we suffer. Yet we are the cause of our suffering. Because if we can learn to not be affected by whatever is happening in the outside world, if we can learn to not be affected by what any other person does, says, or bees, like bees, we can begin to start to find inner peace. We don't have to allow our minds, our attention, our instability to cause us suffering. Having control over your mind and having control over the way you respond to something is what will allow you to eventually stop being in this place of suffering. So until that last soul passes over into enlightenment, the Bodhisattvas are going to continue to come down. Just be grateful that they are offering this service for all of us. Now, the mudra for the Bodhisattva it's this kind of half prayer. You have one hand that sits right here at your navel, and the other hand comes right here at your center, and this is the Bodhisattva kind of bow hand mudra. This is the symbol of the Bodhisattva. Okay, you can do it either side. It doesn't discriminate. They're both Bodhisattva. What you're going to be doing with this Bodhisattva with your hands, each of the moves is going to start here with this Bodhisattva. You're going to gather the energy like a ball, right? All I did was I just moved my hands like a ball. I just turned the ball. Now I'm holding a ball. And then I take this ball of light, it's right here at my solar plexus, my powerhouse, right? My center, and I stretch that energy out. Right? Everything with Qigong is, again, you're using your imagination, your intention, the energy of flow, the energy of ease, the energy of grace, to move energy through your body, through your meridians. This is a really beautiful practice. It's very simple. It'll center you. It'll connect you. It doesn't mean you have to be a bodhisattva to be doing this practice. It just helps you understand that there are people out there that are going to continually be there for you until you are no longer suffering. That is the vow of the Bodhisattva. So let's do the practice. You're going to begin with your feet a little bit like kind of like an inside shoulder width distance here. There's different shoulder width distances, right? So when I say shoulder width distance, I'm usually just meaning the outside of my shoulders is in line with the outside of my feet. There's another one where we would get a little bit, that'd be like a wide shoulder stance where the outside of my shoulders lines up with the inside of my feet. So again, we're doing more of I want the shoulders to align with the outside of your feet on this exercise here. You're going to soften your knees. Make sure your feet are straight on those train tracks. Soften your knees, relax the knees, relax your hips. Tuck your tailbone, ground into the earth. Connect with the earth energy coming up through the floor, the dirt, the ground. Hopefully you're doing your Qigong outside, but we live in suburbia, so we gotta make do sometimes. All right, so let's start with your right hand here, kind of just like it's a platter. Okay, the right hand right here at the navel. Your left hand is going to come over and line up, just so it's like in a half prayer pose, but down a little bit more at your solar plexus. As you inhale, you begin to rotate that ball, and then you stretch that energy out. Rotate your palms. One palm is down, one palm is up. And then this is the end of my inhale. As I exhale, I'm going to gather some energy from the earth below me with my hands, and I'm going to gather some energy from the heaven with my other hand, and then as I exhale, I just bring them back to center into that Bodhisattva posture, but now my hands are opposite. So you can think of too as the energy from the earth is coming up from the earth, from the ground, it's coming up and it lands at about heart height. The energy from the heaven is coming down from the heaven and it lands about heart height. And this energy is again the balance of opposites, and they push along each other. So as I'm digging my energy in, I'm gathering some of that earth energy, I'm gathering some of that heaven energy, and then as I exhale, I'm pulling that earth energy up, I'm drawing the heavenly energy down, and I'm combining both of those energies right here at my solar plexus. All right, so let's continue, let's keep going. So let's take our left hand, bring it right here at the solar plexus, at the belly button, the navel. Bring your right hand in half prayer pose right on top. As I inhale, I just rotate the ball. I stretch that energy up right through my center, rotate the palms. One palm is up, one palm is down. I gather the energy in the earth and the heaven, just doing a little twist with my hands or intention, okay? And then as I exhale, I pull that energy down, connecting it to me. And I have a little bit of a rise and a fall here. So every time I'm exhaling and I'm pulling down, I'm softening my knees. As I inhale and I'm pulling apart, I'm rising up. You're always going to find a rise and a fall with Qigong. That's what helps pump energy into the heart. Okay. So now we're going to move on. We're going to do about 3 of that first exercise, and then we're going to add some twisting into the remainder of the exercises of the Bodhisattva Qigong. So let's start with the right hand, right here on the belly button. The left hand comes up, softening the knees. All right, as you inhale, rotating the ball, rising up as you're stretching the ball, pushing out, one palm up, one palm down. And then begin the exhale as you gather some energy, and then you exhale and pull that earth energy up and the yang, heaven energy down. And again, twist the ball as you inhale and stretch and rise, separating earth and heaven. Gather some energy. And then as you exhale, draw that energy right down the center. Again, inhale, rotate, make the ball. Keeping that inhale as you're stretching up, pushing the heavens up, pushing the earth down. Gather some energy from the earth and the heaven as you exhale, drawing that energy down right through your center line, meeting at your solar plexus, knees are soft. Inhale, rotate the ball and rise, separate. Rotate the palms as you exhale, gather some energy and draw that energy right down the center. Again, inhale, rotate the ball. Stretch and rise. Rotate the palms, keeping a curve in the elbows here. We don't want it too straight. Gather some energy as you exhale, draw it down. One more each side. Turn the ball. Inhale, separate. Press away. Gather some energy as you exhale, draw it up, pulling it down. Again, turn the ball. Inhale, rise up, separating the energy. Gather some of that energy as you exhale, pulling it down. Now this time we're going to add a little twist. So we inhale the ball, inhale, rise it up. As I separate, I'm just going to look over my right shoulder and look back at the floor. I come back to center, I grab some of that energy. As I exhale, I pull it down. It's still only 2 breaths. Okay, so again, you turn the ball, inhale, separate, Keeping that inhale as you turn over the left shoulder, looking at the ground. Come back to center, start the exhale, grab the energy, pull it up as you draw it down. Again, now rotate the ball. Inhale, stretch. Separating earth and heaven, looking over the right shoulder. But keeping this hand up straight, don't twist yourself this way. Get back to center, gather the energy, exhale, drawing it in. Again, inhale, turn the ball. Separate. Palms out, turn. Again, keep this arm straight. Don't cross over. You're going to mess up the alignment. Back to center as you exhale, drawing it down through the center. One more each side this way. Inhale, separate. Rise up. Push away. Turn and look. Back to center, gather some of the energy as you exhale, pulling that energy down through the body. One more turn, stretch, press away, look over the left shoulder, back to center, gather, and you exhale all the way down. This next one's going to be a little bit more of a twist. We're going to actually step out into a little bit of a lunge. I want you to step a little back. It's going to make it a little bit easier on you. If you step to the side, it's just going to be a little bit harder for the twist. So as you step back, when I tell you to step back, just take a little step back, like you're in more of a little bit of a side-ish lunge thing going on here. All right, so we got that same posture. Again, rotate the ball, inhale. Now as we come here, I'm going to take my left foot, I'm going to step back just a little bit, and I'm going to look back, try to look back at that foot as I'm looking over my right shoulder. I come back to center, bring the foot in, gather the energy, and then I continue that exhale and pull it down. It's still one inhale and one exhale. So rotating the ball, inhale, rising, separating the heavens, bring the right foot back, look over the left shoulder, holding on that inhale. Coming back to center, bringing the foot in, gathering the energy as you exhale, drawing it down to the center. And turn the ball. Inhale, rise. Step out with your left, look over the right, stretching the spine. Back to center, stepping in, gather the energy, exhale, draw it down. Inhale, turn the ball and stretch it up. Step out with the right foot, the left, the right. Look over the left. Try to look at that foot. Come back to center. Gather the energy. Exhale, draw it down. Let's do one more each side. Rotate the ball. Inhale, separate. Step out with the left. Look over the right. Come back to center, gather, draw the energy down. Inhale, turn the ball, rise up, step out, look over the left shoulder at the right heel, come back to center, exhale, pull it down. Now this last part is to just seal it. So to seal the energy, you rotate the palms, but you're going to leave them right here in the, you're not going to separate this way at this point. You're just rotating the ball to the sides, okay? Your hands are going to come out in front of you, softening the knees, rising up, bringing your hands out to the side. Your left hand comes up, the right hand comes down. Gather the energy and draw it down. Again, we're still going to have a one inhale and one exhale. So as I inhale, I rotate the ball in front of me. I inhale, I come out, and I separate. I bring my right hand up, my left hand down. As I grab the energy, I exhale, and I come back to center. I still have a rise and a fall. Again, inhale, I come up. I'm holding this ball. I'm inhaling out to the sides. Left hand comes up, right hand comes down. Gather, exhale, draw it down. Inhale, rotate to the ball in front of you. Keep that inhale as you push out, rise out to the side. One arm up, one arm down. Gather the energy. Exhale, back to center. 2 more just like that. So inhale, pushing it out, keeping that inhale, coming up. Gather, exhale. One more. Inhale, 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 inhale. One inhale, gather the energy. Exhale, draw it down. These ones are easy. Let's do one more each side. So inhale to the center. Continue your inhales. You push out, bring it out to the sides. One hand up, one hand down, gather. Exhale, back to the center. Inhale the ball as you inhale out and around and up and gather, and then exhale down. You can keep that Bodhisattva prayer. Take your right leg. I'm going to actually do my right leg. Bring your right leg in to meet your left. See if your brain can do it. Right leg, your right leg. Keeping your Bodhisattva prayer. Giving thanks to all your teachers, past, present, and future, for you, for showing up, for all the Bodhisattvas that have signed up to do this remarkable work, this compassionate, caring, these bridge makers to help us relieve us from our suffering. I'm just giving thanks. I thank you guys for practicing with me. I love the Bodhisattva Qigong. It's so easy. You can really do it probably in about 5 to 10 minutes. So as long as you know the form and you know the breath, you could easily hammer out any of these exercises that I teach within 15 minutes. It's not a day killer. If you do like what I am putting out, please like and subscribe, and you guys can be the first to know when I put out new content. All right, thanks.